Morning, grade 5. My heroes, how are you today? We are going to revise topic 15, 839. Open your book, page 839. Write the date of today, 22 April 2020, and be ready. Our lesson today will cover some pages in our lessons, in our book, divided into sets, set A and set B. Okay, so we are going to revise the first section. Set A will cover pages from 813 to 818 in your book. This is about numerical pattern. And set B will cover in your book from page 819 to 824, more numerical pattern. Okay, so let's go directly with set A in page 839. Are you ready? Write the date of today at the top of the page and start read set A to revise and to know what we are going to learn today. Sure, it is not a new lesson. I think it will be easy for you as you get before. We have a certain rule we are going to apply inside the table to get the missing parts inside the table. I'm going to deduce this rule or this pattern from the sentence in front of me. For example, here, he said for me, Maria has $4. Well, she will save $10 each week. Steven has $9 and will also have $10 each week. So each one of them is going to save $10 every week. So I'm going to add 10 for the amount of money each one will start with. But here, don't forget that someone start with more amount of money than the other one. Let's see how. Okay. Maria uses the rule of add 10 to create tables to see how much each will have saved after each week. What is the relationship, do you notice, between the corresponding terms? Okay, let's form the table. A table for Maria and a table for Stephen. Okay, Maria started with $4 in the 0 week. Okay, this is the amount of money she started with. Okay, Stephen also start in 0 week with $9, the amount of money that he started with. Okay, each week, each one will increase his saving by $10. So I'm going here to use the rule of adding 10 or plus 10, sure, for both tables. So to fill the table and get the missing cell each time, you are going to add 10 to the basic amount of money they started with. So when we want to complete the first table, and we all know that Maria started with $4. So I'm going to do what? Just add 10 plus 4 to get 14. Okay, I'm going to do the same. This is $14 in the first week. So to get the amount of money that she saved in the second week, you are going also to add 10 for what? 10 plus 14 equal 24. Okay, this is the amount of money, $24, the amount of money she saved in the second week. Okay, what about the third week? The same. 24 plus 10 will be $34 in the third week. Okay, so the amount of money she saved in the third week equal $34. Okay, what about the fourth week? The fourth week here, you are going to do the same. 34 plus 10 will be 44. So we get all the missing values now inside the table. We fill the table according to the pattern, which is say each time or each week you are going to add $10. So the fourth week she got at final $44. So this is the pattern of the table. The pattern of Maria is to add 10. Mr. Walid, from where you know that the pattern equal plus 10 or adding 10? Two reasons for me that informed me that I'm going to use add 10 as a rule for this table. The first one is the statement itself. He said in the first line that Maria has $4 and she will save $10 each week. That means she is going to add 10 each time. Okay. From the table, if I subtracted two consecutive saving, for example, in the first week and in the second week, it will equal 10. So the difference also here between two consecutive saving in two consecutive weeks informed me that I'm going to use the pattern plus 10. Okay, let's see the saving of Stephen, our friend here in 0 week. He started with amount of money equal $9. Sure, the amount of money he started with is more than the amount of money that Maria had. Okay, so we're going to apply the same pattern in this table for Stephen also. So here is 9 plus 10. 9 plus 10 equal 19. So the first week, Stephen saved $19. To get the second week, please add 10. Okay, 19 plus 10, 29. Okay, in the second week, Stephen has 29. Okay. In the third week, adding 10 for the second. So Stephen here get $39 he's saving. Okay, to get the final or the fourth week, sure you are going to add 10 each time. So here is 39 plus 10 equal, sure, 49. This is the representation that inform you the saving of Maria and Stephen. Now it's clear for you to get the relation between the two persons here. You can say that each one, Stephen here has 5 more saved than Maria each time. Or Maria's saving are always $5 less than Stephen's saving. From where you get that? From the amount of money they started with. Sure, I know that Stephen started with 9 and Maria started with 4. Since I know that, I can subtract 9 minus 4 to get the difference between them, $5 for Stephen, more than Maria. So each time you are going to apply the same pattern, you have still the same difference. Okay, so here is the last question. What other relationship do you notice between the corresponding terms? After each week, Stephen has $5 more saved than Maria, or the opposite. The opposite is that Maria's savings are always less than Stephen's saving. Copy the answer if you're ready and move to the corresponding here. Remember to compare in the same page. We are still in page 839. Okay, my dear. Remember to compare corresponding terms to see if there is a relationship. Number one, two groups of students went hiking. After 1 hour, Group A hiked 1.5 miles, and Group B hiked 2.5 miles. After that, each group hiked 2 miles each hour. Complete the table to show how far each group had hiked after 3 hours. So in the first hour, Group A, we have two groups, Group A and Group B. The first hour, Group A start to hike 1.5 miles. So this is the amount they started with. Okay, consider it the first hour. Okay, amount or the distance they hiked. Okay, then Group B, do the same, but here is with more distance. Group B hiked in the first hour also 2.5 miles. Sure, now I'm sure that Group B hiked more distance than Group A. So I can form two tables as I mentioned in the first of my session. These two tables, I'm going to use the pattern of +2 or adding 2. Why? He told me in the statement that if you focused the fourth line here, he said each group hiked 2 miles each hour. So I'm going to start with the first amount that the statement mentioned here. For Group A or the first table, it showed a mile, they hiked 1.5. From where you get 1.5? From the statement, the third line in front of you. Okay, and I deduced that each time I'm going to add 2 to this amount to get the second or the next distance in the next hour. Okay, 1.5 plus 2, as you see in front of you, will be sure 3.5. So the amount or the distance they hiked in the second hour will be 3.5. From where you get that? 1.5 plus 2 equal 3.5. Okay. 3.5 plus 2 to get the third, the amount in the third hour, 3.5 plus 2 will equal 2 plus 3. Sure, don't add the fraction, just add the two whole numbers. 2 plus 3 equal 5 and drop half as it is. It will be 5.5. Okay, now the first table is ready to answer any question over Let's do the same to the second table and start with the first hour for group B. They hike 2.5. Sure, apply the rule here or the pattern. Adding 2.5 plus 2 equal what? I told you that just to add the two whole numbers here. 2 plus 2 equal 4 and drop half as it is. So 2.5 plus 2 will equal 2.5. Okay, we're going to do the same to get the third hour distance here, the height. Just add both whole numbers and drop the fraction as it is. 4 plus 2 equals 6 and drop half. So the distance here will be 6.5. You can fill the table. You can copy the answer. We are still in page 839. I'm still in set A. Okay. In the top of the page, okay, you have to fill the table in front of you for group A and group B. Don't forget writing the date of today at the top of the page, 22 April 2020. Please don't miss your time and copy the answer quickly. Okay, the last question here in this set or in the first section our lesson will be, as you hear, what relationship do you notice between the corresponding terms? Group A has always hiked 1 mile more than Group B. B will cover in our book pages from 819 to 824, set B. In the same page, 839 we are still in page 839. This set of revision, set B, will cover pages in your book from 819 to 824. Focus with me and pay attention. My ears, wake up, don't get lost. Listen. Each week, Andre lifts weighs 2 y's. 2 y's here means, yes, to multiply by 2. And run 4 times. Andre uses the rule of add 2 and add 4 to complete the table here. What relationship do you notice between the corresponding terms? Okay, let's see here how to fill the table. This is our table here, and the week, we have 4 weeks, start with the first week to the 4th week. Left weights here and run. He started the left weights by 2 and run by 4. So we are going to add 2 for weights and add 4 for runs. Okay. As you see here, 2 plus 2 will equal 4. 4 plus 2 will be 6. 6 plus 2 will be 8. Sure, here for run, you are going to add 4. So 4 plus 4 equal 8. 8 plus 4 equal 12. 12 plus 4 equal 16. Don't get confused. So here is, I noticed that the number of times Andrew went running is always 2 times the number of times he left weights. From where you get that? From the statement, from the table. He told me here two Ys. Two Ys, it means, yes, that the run is more than the weights. Okay, through the table also, if we divided 4 over 2, you will get here the quotient 2, which represents that the number of times of Andre went running is always 2 times the number of times he left weight. Okay, my dear? Okay. Remember to use the rules to help you complete tables. I informed you how to get the rules from the statement, how to deduce the pattern from the table. So in this question, you are going to use rules to help you complete the table. Read the statement first carefully, please. A garden center sells 15 trees and 45 shrubs. She each day for 1 week complete the table to show how many trees and shrubs in all were sold in 4 days. Use rules, add 15 and add 45. So this is the table. You are going to use the rule add 15 to get the number of trees and 45 to get the number of shrubs. Okay, so 15 for trees and 45 for shrubs. Okay. So here is 15 plus 15 equals 30, 30 plus 15 equal 45 plus 15 equal 60. This is for trees, I get. Shrubs 45 plus 45 equal 90. 90 plus 45 equal 135. 135 plus 45 equal 180. So what is the relationship between the corresponding terms of the sequence? Sure, here the number of chirps is more than the number of trees each time by 20 or 30. Sure, here if you subtracted 45 minus 15, you will find each time the difference between them here is 30 higher for chirps more than trees. Okay, so the number of chirps sold is always 3 times the number of trees sold. Also here seems to multiply by 3 each time. Thanks for watching, my dear. See you tomorrow, inshallah.